Before I get started, who was here yesterday? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He was here. What did we work on yesterday? What was the main thing we worked on yesterday? Attention. Right? You guys remember? We just focused on attention. So all we're asking with Coda, we just asked him to be attentive yesterday. I did a little session with him kind of later in the day yesterday and a session again this morning to just build his attention, to get him to be attentive to me. So we're just going to keep building on that and see if I can get him to come and touch me, and then we're just going to kind of play and work up to that point. But I'm going to add some different layers of pressure, getting him to seek me out or come and find me to create the release of pressure. Does that make sense? You guys understand how pressure works in your life? You ever wonder why the same shit keeps happening to you over and over and over? Because you didn't learn the first time. You avoided the pressure, right? Or you went around it. You created a workaround. You avoided the pressure, so life brings it back up again. It's like, well, here you go again. It just looks a little different, but it's the same thing to learn. So there's a lot that we can learn from Mustangs, horses, in life, because their autonomic system, what it takes for them to learn is the same thing that it takes for us to learn. What's the number one key principle that we mammals need to have for learning? What's the number? Well, a couple of key factors. What is required for learning? Attention, all right. We do need some attention. The first factor that we need to have in place, we need to start building, is immobility without fear. If you cannot sit still without being scared of what you're learning, then you are not going to learn. If I can't get Cola to stand still without fear, anything I'm doing while he's moving and upregulated and stressed, I'm wasting my time and his calories. My time's valuable to me. It's very measured on this planet. I don't have time to screw around. Like, I want things to be productive. So when I'm doing things, I want them to be impactful. So I want to make sure that I am working with this horse in a very impactful way. So all I'm asking him is for his attention, and then can he stand still? That's what we're going to start building on. So you'll watch, as I apply pressure, you'll see Coda start to leave. So to me, if this is Coda, if he starts leaning, that's leaving. His feet just haven't followed through yet. So can I get him to want to stay with me? That's what I'm going to start building on. I'm not going to be able to eat this apple and talk and work. How are you doing, big guy? Anybody notice anything different about him already? What is this business? What is this? It's the apple. It's the apple. You guys are on to me. If you saw me, I got magic applesauce on me, and he's just like, oh, I like apples. Okay, and then what happened? He stayed until he couldn't. And then Mother Nature's rule, when things get stressful, what's Mother Nature's rule for these wild horses? Yeah, flee further, faster, forward. Basically, get the hell out of here. That'll solve every problem you have out in the wild. Leave. Right? Well, trouble is, he's here in this round pen. Now, he doesn't know he can't leave. Right? You guys heard that horses are just in the now moment? Like, he can't walk around this circle and be like, you know what, Wes, looks like you got me. I can't go anywhere. Right? His cognitive ability to problem solve and evaluate this setup is not that advanced. He can't just look at this and be like, you know what, I might as well just give up. I can't go anywhere. 6-foot-high panels, pretty good quality. Looks like they've been through a horse or two. Right? He can't look at that and be like, you know what, let's just do this. So I got to work with him where he's at. Getting him to be attentive, and then to hold still, and then we'll work off of that. So you're going to watch me just apply pressure, and that might be me walking, it might be me raising a hand, might be me doing some energy, but when he turns and looks at me, I'm going to release. You'll see the pressure go away, and I want to start talking him into coming and finding me for the release. All right, so here we go. We'll do some attention. So, all right, hey, I need you to look at me. Thank you. Hey, I'm over here. I'm moving over. Yeah, I'm right there. Nope, I'm over here. I'm moving over here. Hey, I need you to look at me. I'm over here. There we go. Oh, boy. I'm just going to really work on having him be attentive. I have this effect on all of my clients. You got to scare the shit out of them first. Everything's easy after that. All right, so there's some body language, some things that I'm watching about him. I want you guys to watch his ears. So he left, I'm just pressure, he finds me, I release. I want you to start watching his ears. We'll start telling you where he's at. Oh, did you just see him energetically go over there? Right, his ears looked over there. I want his ears turned off, or I want them to just kind of lay down flat, like that. Nope, yes, nope, yeah. Like that. No. No. Yes. No. 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 Yes. Yes. There we go. Right, so I'm waiting for him to turn off his sound system. Horses, there's 5 things you guys need to know about horses. They're super simple. If you got a notepad, this is a great thing to write down. 5 things you need to know about horses, and you too can come in here and do a demo with a wild Mustang. There's 3 things that will trigger your horse. 3 things that will trigger them into an upregulated or a leave experience. Sight, sound, and touch. That make sense? So things that he sees can cause him to want to leave. Things that he hears can cause him to want to leave. Things that might be able to touch him, he might want to leave. Is that making sense? And then there's only really 2 things that your horse is afraid of. You figure out these 2 things and you start implementing them into your horsemanship, you'll have a pretty good game going on. There's only 2 things that your horse is really afraid of. Have I got y'all waiting for the answers? She's got her notepad out. She's like, dude, I've got this. There's only 2 things that your horse is really afraid of. Things that move and things that don't move. That's it. That's all you got to worry about. Things that move and things that don't move. So I'm just going to work on his sight, sound, and touch, and I want to start using those things to start building tools. Did you notice that I use a sight trigger to get his attention? Did you notice I use a sound trigger to draw him to me? I want to get to a touch trigger that means we're okay. Earlier, I could barely touch him like on his forehead, barely, for like 18 seconds. So we're building up to that. But do I have pretty good attention? Yeah, this is like 1,000% better than yesterday. So I've got these soft ears. I like his head lower than his withers. You know, that's more relaxed. He's in the parasympathetic when his head is down lower. We'll keep getting him to track around here with me. We want to see his eyes kind of start blinking. Want to see him licking and chewing. There's those soft ears I want to have going on. I've got some really good attention. I kind of wherever I go, he's kind of on me. Good job. Then I want to start building curiosity. We were working on this yesterday. Can I get him to come and find my tools? Can I get him to come and find me? All right, you kind of give that a little look. Oh boy, what about that? What about that side? He backed up. let's keep checking this right side here. We found a little something earlier today we're gonna check on. So if I try to come around his right side, what's he doing? He's backing up, huh? Is he gonna let me around on his other side? No. Am I his favorite horse trainer? Me and him got a game. We got an answer thing going on. This kid got an answer to every question I got. Do you have a question? Do you have an answer for every question I have? Yeah. Have I ever stumped you before? No. All right, we'll work on this. All right, so let's see what we can do here. If I try to go around his right side, what's he doing? See him blocking me? All right. So what's our normal thing? You're like, oh, let's try to hurry. Whew, what did he say about that? He said no. He for sure said no. So let's play with this right side. We found this earlier today in the other pen. Can I get around his right side of his body? So this is how subtle I'm reading him in leaving. So let's watch. I'm going to angle and start to go to his right side. Watch him block. Right there. I'm 6-7 feet away and he's blocking me. So all right, let me back up. Can I get around from this side? What happened right there? He's blocking me again. Let's try even further. Let me get even further away. Can I get around over here? Okay, I'm getting better right here. And then there he blocks me somewhat. Let's try right here. All right, I've lost his attention. I'm less important than that dirt clod right now. Hey, dude. Hey, thank you. Can I come around on the right side of your body? No, I want to come around the right side of your body. I want to come around the right side. I want to see the right side of your body. So what happened? He ran over here, and now where's the right side of his body? I want to see the right side of your body. Can I see down the right side of your... Is that a pretty good no? That's a pretty good no. So I want to do what he doesn't want me to do. Like, oh, it's uncomfortable with me seeing on the right side. I want to see down the right side. Because if he can always turn and leave and hide that side, this will get dynamically worse day after day, lesson after lesson. He'll keep avoiding the pressure and covering that right side. So I'm going to apply pressure until I can see his right side. And let's see if we can build his confidence that he can stand on the rail over here and let me be on his right side. All right, so I'm going to push him away. And if I get his right side, I want to release. Wow, that lasted long. So I'm going to apply pressure. I want the right side. I want that side. I want that. 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 And he says no. Right? So look. He's like, I'll give you my left side. Okay, dude. Right side. So he's only going to have a release of pressure when I can see his right side. So I'm trying to be quiet. He's kind of overworking. Pressure, 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 release. Pressure, 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 release. Pressure, 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 pressure. I've seen that before. Right? Does he know? Does he know I know? Yeah, he knows I know. All right, here we go. Here we go. Almost, almost, almost. No, I need the whole right side. I need the whole side. Nope. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Yes, no. Pressure, pressure, pressure. No pressure. Pressure, 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 pressure. No pressure. How long will I sit and do this? until he can be immobile without fear and with his right side showing to me. So he's worrying, so we're just going to let him work. Till we can just get this right side. We just want the, I need the whole right side. I know you can do it. I need the whole, nope, nope, yes, 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 you're winning, dude. You're winning. Look at me go away. Woo! Now let's just hang out with this for a minute. He's licked and chewed 2 times right there. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. I know you'd rather be in that other pen with that roan over there for sure. Look at all this release right here. Licking and chewing. Vulnerable, let me be on this right side. Hey, bro, I want part of your attention. Look at all this release he's having there. Watch his head go down. Look at him lick and chew. I'm waiting for him to get to immobility without fear. If he can't stand there and feel okay, then he's not going to feel okay about standing there. So I'm waiting and letting the cortisol and adrenaline go out, dopamine and serotonin come in. And I want some attention. Don't. I want him to stand right there and be attentive. Hey, stay right. No, I'm going to come over on this side. I want that right side. Ooh. 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 Nope. I want the right side. How many of you are saying, oh, but West, he turned and faced you. West, he gave you 2 eyes. What the hell are you pushing him away for? I know I can get him to face me. What I can't do is get him to stand sideways. So we're just pressure, release. We're just having some communication. I want all of my setup on my terms. So the release will be on the right side and standing still, because that's the thing he can't do right now. So we're just, yeah, that. Stay there, though. So now, let's see if I can just send him at the walk with his right side towards me. Now, what does it mean if I ask him to go at the walk and he takes off at the trot? Is he doing better for me? Why would he trot? If I go up and quietly ask him to leave at a walk, if he goes to the trot, why did he go to the trot? What? Yeah, that's him leaving. I get some evaluation videos from my clients in my online school. my horse is pretty good, and I see the video, you know, they're trotting around the round pen. He's really pretty good. Like, great, get me a video of him walking around the round pen. Oh, no, he can't do that. What the hell do you mean your horse can't walk around the round pen? No, he can't walk. But you just told me he's doing so good. Right? They're doing so good when they do exactly what you're setting up. That's when it's so good. So let's see if I can get him to walk. Because if he starts trotting, he's leaving, which means it's cortisol and adrenaline, which means we're not learning, which means I'm wasting my time and his calories. Do I want to stand out here and do 37 laps at the trot? No. I don't want to do any. Let's just see if we can walk. Okay, big guy. Nope, 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 nope. Walk. Nope, nope, nope. Pressure, pressure. Walk. Easy. There we go. Keep that going. Keep that going. Keep that. Stay out there. No, 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 don't do that. Okay. Yeah. Let's walk. Look how soft we got to be to get this walk. Like, look how much of an edge. He's like on the edge of the cliff here as far as being able to engage and connect with me. He either wants to hide from me or leave me. I'm trying to say there's a pretty damn good deal right here if you'll just walk and let me be on this side. Pressure at the hip. That's what's going to drive him forward. Drive him forward. Drive him forward. Yeah, there you go. Add a walk. Add a walk. Add a walk. Here we go. Here we go. Let's try this. Why would this lovely little Mustang be so upregulated and stressed and anxious about walking around a simple circle? Okay, we're kind of got a thing going. If he doesn't trot from here to the gate, because this is the most likely spot where he's going to trot, because right there's where he come in, so right there's where he wants to go out. So if he can go from here to there faster, he'll feel better. But can I get him to walk? Licking and chewing. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Now, can I halt him right here? Yeah, just like that, and stay right there. Do you see us communicating? I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to talk. Can we start to have a reciprocal conversation? Can we have a two-way combo? I need to ask you to walk to the right. Yeah, but I'm scared, anxious, nervous. I'm going to trot. Hey, that's cool, but I want you to walk. Hey, but I feel like I need to trot. That's fine, but I need you to walk. Back and forth until we can find a negotiated place to agree, which I want to be the walk. Now, is this about me teaching a Mustang how to walk? Do we think this guy needs information on how to walk? No. Does he already know how to walk? Yeah. I just need him to walk while he's relaxed. That's the hard part. Getting your horse to do nothing is really hard because the anxious horse wants to leave. So getting him to stand still, I'm going to try a little approach. You stay there. Let's see, where does he start to lose his sense of safety? He's either going to leave me that way, or what's his other option? Is he going to turn his head in and block me? Those are the two choices I'm going to give him. The third choice that will get the win is for him to do nothing. So I'm going to approach until it feels like he's going to leave. I want to negotiate him not leaving, and then I want to release. Let's see what that might look like. All right, dude. I want to walk up. I want you to stand right. No, don't come into me. I want to just walk up right here. Good enough. Nope, 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 no, no, no. Yes, 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 yes. Wait for him to find me. Let's walk. Let's walk. Go, boy. Let's just walk. We'll go over here on the other side. Not here. We're going to stop over there. Keep walking past the gate where you want to go out. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. Now, when I take my energy from behind him, swing it up here in front of him, he's going to stop. You see how that worked? Your horse is watching your shoulders, your hips, and your toes. If I turn my shoulders, hips, and toes like this, that's giving him space to go forward here. I apply pressure at his hip. He's going to walk where there isn't any space. If I want to halt him, I move my energy up in front. And he turns and looks like, dude, I don't want to run into you. I'm like, I agree with that. Don't run into me. So I just put my energy up in front. Move it back behind. Let's go for a walk. A little walk. Oh, boy. Past the fence. It'd be really easy to stop him right there at the gate. Let's try a new place. Let's try right here. Well, that's pretty nice. You feel how we're communicating? That's all this dude cares about right now. Does he have a voice? Can we talk? Can we negotiate? Can we bring this down to safety? Wrong answer, dude. And then can I approach? Can you feel him right there? You see that question? I love how much attention I've got. Let's see where he's going to tell me he's about to leave. Right there. Now can I get him back? And then release. You stay there though. Can I approach with my horse being attentive? No. Yes. Thank you. So can I start building his sense of safety that he can stand right there while I approach? Oh boy, no. Now I spent all our lesson yesterday drawing him into me. Now I'm asking him to stand still. Good boy. Now let's give him a minute. Let his head lower. Lick and chew. Can I get his ears to be soft? Can I keep his attention on me? Can I kind of get him to bake down into what I'm trying to sell here? Hey, I want your attention, and I want you to stay there. I want your ears to lay down and be soft. I want you to lower your head and lick and chew whenever you're ready. Can I keep him here and let this chemical change happen on my terms? I want your attention. Yep, I want your head down. I want your ears laid back, laid down a little bit, and I want you attentive. I want your attention. Thank you. I want you attentive. Over here. Yep, right there. Yes. I need your attention. Why does he keep looking around? Watch those ears. Right there. I want his sound system turned off. If he's turning his sound system off, then he's more right here. Why do I keep asking him for attention? I'm trying to turn off his sight pattern. Quit looking for problems. You'll find whatever you're chemically influenced by. He's chemically influenced for stress and anxiety, so he's looking around to find shit to worry about. Every time he looks away and I say, no, find me, I want this to feel good and we're going to relax. Stop looking for things to worry about. Start looking for things to feel good about. I want me to feel good. Stop triggering off the things that you're seeing. I want his world to be about as big as this round pin. So every time he looks away, I'm just saying I'm more important than that when I ask for his attention. And when I get important in his system, we can start coming together a lot more. But if I can't win his attention off of what's going on in the environment, we are not going to be able to build a very good relationship. So the one thing that he for sure didn't want to do, 12 minutes ago, was stand still with his right side. Now look what we're doing. We're standing still with the right side and being attentive. We need the head to go down and a little lick and chew. We're going to come in, put a little bit of pressure. No, stay with me. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. There you go. Good boy. No, don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. How about you go back over there? Yep, just like that. Let's do that. Stay right there. Nice. Do you see what just happened right there? What did you guys see? Because we're going to take a little break. He finally let go. He's finally like, you know what? Jesus, you're annoying. Okay, what? What? Let me look at you. I just stuck with him long enough for him to quit worrying about everything else. That's all. I don't need him to think I'm the greatest human on the planet. I just need him to stop thinking that you are the worst humans on the planet. I just need him to turn off his sight and his sound and his potential touch from all of you. What's going on? Is that making sense? Does that feel like how we would build immobility without fear? Like, how many of you go to the corporate meetings and you sit down in the corporate training room and you're sitting in there and you're dozing off and you're like, good Lord, this guy is talking. All right? If the instructor can't hold your attention, are you learning? What are you thinking about? I'm going fishing tonight's what I'm thinking about. Can't wait for this dumbass meeting to get over so I can go fishing. This is terrible. I want his attention on me so that we can be engaged and be learning. I've taught some of those corporate trainings, so I'm the instructor that was teaching boring stuff. I'm teasing me, not any of you. If you're offended, you're missing the point. I'm talking about me. Okay, we got the right side. We at least got in there and we got to take a look at it. Let's see if we can come up and kind of hang out with this guy. Can I get him to come with me now? So here's a little invitation. Yep, come with me, dude. Let's go for a walk. Come with me. So he's walking towards me. You guys see how I'm kind of walking away on an arcing line. Come around this way. I walk towards him until he comes to me, and then I leave. He gets stuck. That right front comes towards me, I leave. He's coming towards me, I keep leaving. I kind of keep leaving. Come on, dude. Come. So can I get him to kind of catch me? He gets stuck, pressure on, he comes to me, take it off. What about if we change direction? Oh boy. All right, let's hang out somewhere. Where do you want to hang out? Ah. Oh boy. What's he doing on that right side? You feel it? That's how subtle it is. He's like, man, I still got the heebie-jeebies about this right side. Okay, I can walk here and look down it now where I didn't before. That's improvement. Oh boy. There you go. I looked down your right side and you didn't even die. Oh boy. I'm going to come around and see if I can get around this right side. Who said horses can't understand English? Did he just hear what I said? You see what he just did? He's like, oh, the right side? Not happening. I want to see if I can come around here, way over here. No, way over here. I want to, hey, I want to come in right here. Right here. There. No, no. Let's try this. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's walk. Let's just walk. And let's stop right over here. Right there. We're going to introduce him to a little bit of touch. The wind's kind of blowing this way. Some of you might get a little dust in your eyes right over there. Questions, thoughts? Making sense? Am I selling horsey woo-woo voodoo in here? Kinda. Let's see if we can get a little touch with this extension of my arm. Can I get some touch and have him be okay with it? We're going to kind of bump this around a little bit, and then we'll wind this down for the last part of the demo. I kind of prepped and built him up for this a little bit earlier. We want to just see if we can start getting some touch. Oh boy. Oh boy. Definitely got a side trigger. I mean, look how worried he is about this. We're going to let him just kind of bounce around here a minute. He's pretty fast to upregulate, for sure. All right, he stood still for that one. And not even. There we go. Look how worried he got. Look how high his head is. So this is what cortisol and adrenaline looks like. Head up, brain kind of off. His ears are mostly alert. Like, I want him to get soft and quiet. Look how much he's licking and chewing, so he's kind of coming back down right now. I want to take him on little roller coaster rides. I want to take him up. And then I want him to navigate himself and bring himself back down. So I'm using attention as part of a down regulation tool that he can be attentive to me. Hey, 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 look over here. There we go. Let's start bringing him back down a little bit. So watch his ears. They'll be the first thing to start to lay back. Then his eyes will blink a little bit. Maybe he'll take a breath. Wait for him to lower his head. I'm watching the ears, waiting for them to get pretty relaxed and keep his attention. So my training pen at my ranch is right next to the highway. And all my rancher cowboy neighbors from all down the valley, guess what they see when they drive by my training pen? They see me standing here staring at a horse. And they're like, that dude gets paid to stand and look at horses. 9 out of 10 times when I drive past his house, he's standing there looking at a horse. You guys pay me to teach your horse how to do nothing. If your horse can't do nothing, then they're too damn busy trying to do something. And you're not getting anything done. We got to start with nothing. Can you stand here? Can you have immobility without fear? That's what we're trying to build here. Oh boy. Nope, I want you. There you go. Keep your eyes on me. So let's just bump him with little bits of pressure and see if we can get him to lower his head, lick and chew, kind of let this worry go. Can he turn his sound off? Can he quit looking around? Can he relax? Oh, what's going to happen right here? What's going to happen? Oh, there you go. Keep going. Put your head down. You were working on it. Oh, boy. That was a lot of pressure. See how good he did? He was locked on me the whole way in. I want him to be attentive of me all the way in. I'm watching to read. When does he say, I can't do this, I'm going to leave? And I want to negotiate right about in there. Good boy. Nope, you got to keep your eyes on me. There you go. There you go. Turn those ears off. There you go. Nope, turn those ears off. Turn those ears off. Turn those ears down. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Did you guys see that cough cause him to have a little muscle tremor? Now his sound system, he's still hearing some things, still looking at some things. But this is what's got to get turned down in him, is get his sight, sound, and touch turned way down to where he can handle this pressure and not be leaving. Oh boy. Oh boy. I want to build curiosity, so I want to I'm bringing my hand in lower than his nose and off to the side. I want him to come and find it. Can he find it over here? Now I'm just kind of watching his eyes. Like his eyes will move, but he's not coming out to touch it. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go. Look what it took to get him to kind of let go and lick and chew. He hung on to that for a little while, right? Guess what us humans don't ever do? We don't ever hold on to our stress and our shit all day long. We don't ever do that. We let it go instantly, right? As soon as so-and-so says something, we're like, oh, whatever, that doesn't even bother me. No, we packed that shit around for a couple of decades, right? But we're all sitting here patiently watching this horse. It took him, you know, a minute, 20 seconds, or 3 minutes to let something go. We're like, wow, that was tough. We got a whole backpack full of stuff we're carrying around. If we could only be more like the horse. All right, I'm going to ask him to kind of come and hang out with me, see if we can't close this gap, get him to come and socialize a little bit. So I'm going to use my audible cue. That means move your feet. If my wife's around, she usually comes walking over here too. I'm kidding, she's not here, so she didn't hear that. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. So I'm going to audible, and if his feet are moving, then I'll be quiet. He's stuck. Can I get him to come over here and find me? Come and hang out by me. We'll see how close we can get. Oh, boy. This feels like about as close as we're going to get right now, or right there. So am I trying to touch this horse and trying to halter this horse? What am I trying to do? What? Socialize. Yeah, I'm trying to get some social engagement. Like I'm wanting him to come over here and touch me. Ultimately, that's what I want. I don't know if I'll get it right away, but can I keep arcing around on this little arcing circle, this arcing line, asking for his attention? So watch his head. When I ask his attention, okay, dude, you stay with me, and I walk in an arcing line, what's his head going to do in relation to his body? Going to go off to the side? Mother Nature has a thing in his brain called the cerebellum. It's in charge of balance and rhythm and timing. And when his body gets out of balance, Mother Nature wants to put it back into balance. So if I ask his attention, meaning his eyes have to stay on me, I walk over there, his head moves off of the center line over there, he's got a couple of choices. Yield his hips to put his nose back in a straight line, or walk his shoulders under to get underneath his nose. Right? So that's what's going on scientifically. I'm asking him to walk towards me. So I'm going to apply pressure, meaning I'm going to cluck and walk, and when that left front foot steps over, I'm going to release. And it'll step over when I draw him off of this center line between his nose and his tail. So let's ask him to come with. So I want your attention. There goes the head. And there goes the left front foot. So you see how he just balanced himself. He doesn't know he's following me. He's just trying to keep himself in safety, meaning he's balanced. So I can ask both sides. Draw his attention over here and get that right front foot to step forward. And then release on that. We can go over here, get the left. Go over here, get the right. All right, oh, kind of. Give me a little better on that right. Come on. Come on. There you go. Keep it coming. There you go. Keep it coming. Nope. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Nope, that's backwards. More pressure. There you go. Can you see how we're just having a conversation? All I really want to do is be able to talk to this dude. And if we can talk and stay out of the threshold of fear, we can start to gain some ground. But if he's in here running laps at a high trot, kicking up dust, heart rate super high, lots of cortisol, lots of adrenaline, he's not learning, and I'm just wasting time. But after I've ran him around 37 laps to the left and to the right, I'll have a sweaty horse, just like science says you will. Or I can ask his right front foot to step towards me 37 times and his left front foot to step towards me 37 times. Which one will have more learning? One step 37 times or 37 laps? 37 steps, absolutely. Because we're talking, we're building, we're communicating. If I'm in there driving him around, I'm telling him, leave me, leave me, leave me, leave me. And his system on the inside saying, hey, I'm kind of fearful. Mother Nature says I should leave you. And I'm in here saying, you should leave me. He's like, hell yes, this sounds like a good deal. I will leave. And then the next time I bring him in the round pen, and I'm like, hey, dude, you want to hang out? He goes, I sure do. I'm going to leave you. 37 laps, that's what we did last time, right? And I'm like, yep, 37 laps until you're sweaty. I'm not saying that doesn't work. It just takes longer. And you need less patience for that to work. And to a degree, you need less horsemanship skills. Like I could take any newbie off the street and come in here and say, dude, I want you to get this horse going around at a trot in here. Wouldn't be very damn hard. Get a new guy in here and it's like, dude, I want you to get this horse going at a walk. That's going to take a little more read, right? It's going to take a little more connection. This dude just wants, he has but one question. What's the one question your horse is asking, and what's the one thing they're always looking for? And then you remember the 5 things you need to know, right? You wrote them down. Her smile on her face, she's like, you're such a smart ass. Right? 5 things you need to know. Your horse is asking one question, and then they're looking for one thing. What's the one question? Am I safe? If he's standing still, I'm reading that answer as more of a yes than a no. If I start walking in there and he starts leaving, that answer is more of a no than a yes. Immobility without fear. Can I have immobility without fear while I do stuff? That's what we're trying to build up to. Okay, that's the one thing your horse is always asking. What's the one thing your horse is always looking for? Okay, well, they're definitely looking for things to be scared about. Your horse is looking for one thing with you. What? Release. Your horse is just looking for the release. Some of us in our horsemanship hide the release in some pretty goofy ass places. Some of us like to hide the release bridling our horses clear the hell up here. Some of us like to hide the release in making our horses hard to catch. He's just looking for the release, and that's what I'm trying to show him. I am clear full of releases, dude. You find me and hang out with me, I got lots of releases. Have you seen me do that? Little bits of pressure, he does something for me, hey, there's a release. Hey, dude, can you pay attention to me while I walk? Okay, there's a release. Hey, can you pay attention while I walk over here? There's a release. Right? It's a pretty easy test. I want to give him lots of easy tests that I know he can score A's on. Or maybe B's. Right? I just want us communicating. Hey, can you find me over here? There we go. Okay. Oh, I didn't talk. Thank you. Where were you a minute ago? I was teasing you and you weren't here. Oh, it was a good thing. Because it took you a long time to walk over here from my... Okay. We're going to let him hang out here for a minute. I want to ask for some questions. So while you're thinking, while three of you are thinking of your question, three of you, Friends of the Mustang has got a great offer for anybody adopting any of these wild horses. As an adopter of one of these wild horses, you have the opportunity, should you choose, to be in an 8-week scholarship program with me in my online horsemanship program, talking and learning and doing what we're talking, learning, and doing. So by you adopting your $125 horse, I'm going to tell you, you're getting a few $1,000s worth of online training with me. Take advantage of it, please. I won't be offended if you don't, but I don't know why you wouldn't. Unless you just don't like me, and then that's okay too, but... So, what? You didn't know that was an option, did you? This lady's the trouble of the whole group right over here. Judy, thank you so much for all that you've been doing, this whole thing. Thank you. Thank you. So that's available if you adopt a horse, get in my online program. If you want to talk to me about my online program, scan this thing either way. That's the sign-up form. And if you don't have a horse here that you want to work with me or talk with me, scan that, fill it out, and then I'll reach out to you. Be like, hey, how can I help? What can we do? What's going on? But that's the basic idea of it. I've got online videos. You kind of watch the videos, how to get attention. Like that's the first thing. Anybody adopting a horse, if you want to know what the first lesson is, go get your horse to look at you 10 times. Every time they look at you, release and step back. Get your horse finding you. Get them looking for you. And then you video yourself working with your horse, and then we meet on a Zoom call, and we'll play that video. And then I will be talking and coaching you on your shoulders, your hips and your toes, your pressure, your audible, your sight, your sound, your touch, how fast you're moving, how slow you're moving, all of the things to get you to be a better communicator to your horse. Here's a great quote for you. The better you are at handling horses, the better horses you will have to handle. You are your horse's problem. I mean, we all know this, right? It's communication, it's read, it's relationship. This is life therapy. You want to learn how to have a good relationship with humans? Figure out how to have a good relationship with a horse. Somehow I've managed to keep this one from running away for 38 years, but I don't ever had a full tank of gas at the ranch, so she can't go very far. She always wondered why the truck was always on empty for the first 10 years we were there. You can't leave, you're stuck. So we're gonna kind of let this guy hang, but so the 3 questions. Yep, I stand here until I get 3 questions. What's your horse always looking for? Release. What's the one question your horse always has? Am I safe? What? We got a hand over here? Somebody raising a hand over here? Oh, right there. Either one, doesn't matter. So the question is when do you teach them to like turn and face you versus stay on the fence? I want both tools all the time. If I stop him on the rail, I want him stopped on the rail. If I stop him and draw him to me, then I want... He's not going to turn and face me for the release. I'm going to offer the invitation to come to me for the release. Horses that get very conditioned to turn and face you can't stand on the rail, which typically isn't a big problem until you're standing on a trail, I don't know, maybe somewhere on the edge of the Grand Canyon, that is only that freaking wide, and you got 5,000 feet to your death. Do I want this horse to turn and face me? Good hell no. I might need to walk up behind this pack horse on this little trail and share this trail and come in and rig up or do something. I can't have that horse see me coming and be like, oh, hey. So I'll call them in, but I will not teach them to face me. That's my little pet peeve. Because the horses that turn and face you can't stand where they are. And where standing where they are might be the safest damn place for them to be. But if they got to leave that and turn and face me because something's going on, I'm not in charge of their feet. And then we've got, so does that make sense? Does that feel good? Thank you. That was an awesome question. You're off the hook. Everybody else? 2 more. Okay, we got one right here. So the question is, have I found that they're more shy on the right than the left? No, but I've found there seems to be a side. That's the good thing about being an old timer. You can say crazy shit and people will be like, dude, that sounds, yeah. If science proved that, I could say something. But I've had it switch sides. Like, you know, it's kind of his right side today, and we might play around 2 or 3 lessons, and all of a sudden the left side, he's like, man, you're not getting over there. Okay. Great question. So, to help answer that question, are horses predominantly right-sided or left-sided? Depends on how they landed on the earth. Where was the stars in alignment when that colt hit the ground? What moon was in Pisces? So the question is, maybe that is the right side going to be maybe more dominant, that he might have an easier transition into the lead onto the right side, or maybe the opposite even, maybe easier to go to the left side? My answer is no, because whatever is sticky, that's what I'm going to work more on. So I'm not going to hold it in my space that, oh, you're protecting your right side, whatever. Like, I'm going to go dive in. Like, dude, we're going to start on your right side every freaking day until that's gone. And then show me the next thing. And let's start chipping away at that. I'm not going to force it, but I'm going to be aware of it. I'm like, yep, all right. So that might be that every session when I'm done with him ends with him on the rail with me on the right side, making approach and retreat. Like that might be the wind down. Is like, we're going to keep revisiting this. We're going to keep touching this. So whatever's not working, I say do more of that. Okay, great. That's actually 3, but I know there's like a bonus question somewhere. Yes, I knew it. 2. No, I'm coming back. I saw you. Towards like the human? So the question is like, do they become more fight? If they get more fight. I've only had a couple of horses that really had a pretty good developed fight game. Other than that, it's flight, and it comes with some kicks. Like when he left over there and threw the double barrels at me, like that wasn't fight as much. It was like, I'm leaving and kind of, an FU on the way out. I'm okay with that. Because we're just going to go around a circle, and here I am again. So, pinned ears and charging. Warren had a little bit of that with one of his Mustangs in here. You do what Warren did. You just calm and quiet and be like, no problem, bro, I got you. And dude, that horse would kind of bluff at him, and he just quietly just took it all down and pretty much go away, Warren? Yeah, pretty gone. So, you deal with it. But I have been bit. Like I've got some scars right there and right there. Yeah. Okay, you had a question right over here. I'm gonna go even quieter. So I might stand right there, and if they're just trotting, I'll just stay totally disengaged and let them overwork. And as soon as he comes down to a walk, then I'll turn around and engage with him a little bit and be like, can you walk with me? Sparks off. So I'll just let him go. When he comes down to the walk and I can walk with him for a pace or two and then release. Like there's the release is in the walk. Does that make sense? I won't ask him to trot harder or longer. I was like, dude, if I don't exist, you're free to work. But as soon as you want out of this, start looking for me. I'll show you the way out. We'll bring it down to a walk for one panel, and then we'll have a release. And then build on that, and build and build. Because getting a horse to walk, like when you guys go watch for sell videos, and they're showing you the horse trotting around the round pen, yeah. Ask for a video of that horse walking with its head down. Hell, ask him to send you a picture with the head down with soft ears. They probably can't go get it because the horse is like this. All right. Okay. More questions? Yes. I didn't. He had me pinned in my square pen for an hour and a half. He lunged at me, freaking grabbed me and gave me a shake and pushed me into the corner. And then he backed up and he stood in the center and I stood in the corner and I was clucking to my wife to come out of the house. Like, baby, come unlock the gate. I didn't dare move because every move I made, he was like, so that fight, it worked. It created the release and he got me. And he had me for a few months. I was scared to death of that horse. If you can, like, I wanted to read it sooner, so I misread him, is why it led that far. I was misreading this behavior. I was new with Mustangs, and, he's doing this at me in the pen. I'm like, oh, yeah, you want to hang out? Sweet. I got my coffee cup, and I'm just like, yeah. Man, he snaked over, and wham! And I was like, oh, that's what that means. So now when I see those ears and that, I'm like, don't you even think about it. So I want to catch it quicker, just change their thought, and then try to bring it down. It got my heart beating telling that story. Because he did I was seriously, I didn't dare turn and crawl up. I didn't dare take my eyes off of him because I thought he'd come and get me. Now it was. Okay. I'll keep asking questions until y'all leave, so. Yes. So if he was trying to come off of the fence and you're trying to keep them parallel, he wants to face you, how would you correct that to teach him to stay parallel to the fence? He wants to come in because I'm not sad. Right. How do you teach him to stand parallel? So I want him to know there's a release. So the question is, how do you get him to stand parallel? Right? So if I'm on the horse walking along, and he's looking to me and starting to come in for the release because he's just looking for the release, right? Because yesterday I spent all the time with him hey, you know, both look at me. Here's the release. So when he turns, I'm just going to take my inside hand. So if he's going this way, this hand is talking to the eye. I'm going to be like, no, don't put that. No, keep that eye out there. Keep it out there. And then when his feet stop, there's my release. And stay there. And stay there. You might, and then if he turns and starts coming in, put that shoulder back. Okay, thank you. Just getting to where he knows there's a release, being right where he's at. That, yep. I mean, it's great to have your horse turn and face you, and I get it, I like it, I see the value in the tool, but it also is a pain in the ass when that's the only way they're looking for a release. You can't get them to do anything. They just turn and face, turn and face, turn and face, turn and face. Then you can't send them away, and then you can't send them in a horse trailer. You can't send them across the ditch. You can't send them across the yellow line on the highway. You can't do nothing. Turn and face, turn and face. So I like everything on my terms. He's never doing it wrong, but we're going to keep doing it until you find my turn. Slow and easy. We'll find it. Thank you. Keep going. You got more. You keep going until somebody else comes up with one. Nobody over here? Yep, I'll just keep tracking with him, and I'm just going to move up in front to get his eye. Oh, you looked at me? There we go. But stay there. Like, just. Yeah, because he'll be confused. He's like, oh, that's not it. I'm leaving. I'm like, okay. But I'm going to be right there and right there and right there. And I want him to stop and look. That's the release. And it is. It's just light, but getting that built so that I can stop him on the rail. I can draw him in. I can turn him inside. I can turn him outside. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Just basic movements. I need you to go. I need you to whoa. Just find me. Okay. I'm loving it. I don't know. I'm just seeing if I can get you to ask a question. Okay. All right, there we go. I was close. So the question, am I using kind of predator-prey psychology? I mean, yes, I'm aware that that's kind of what's here, but it's pressure and release is what I'm working with, not, hey, I'm going to get you, hey, I'm not going to get you. It's just, here's pressure, here's release. But me being the predator, that's why he's watching my shoulders, then my hips, and my toes. Because if I'm walking and I go to turn around, what's turning first? Maybe part of my head, but watch my shoulders. Like if I'm walking and I go to turn, my shoulders are going to turn, my hips are going to turn, and then my toes are going to turn. That's how he's reading pressure. And there's way more pressure coming out the front of us predators than out the back of us predators. His engineering read knows I can't attack shit very good backwards. Like that's hard for me to come back here and go get something. But when it's forward, oh yeah, he knows. Like that's the predator side. I attack from here. You ever notice you can back up your horse a little easier, you can walk in forward? Like they feel you differently on the back side than the front side. All right, I'm going to grab my drink of water. Maybe we'll play around, ask questions. How about if we give, what's his name? Cola. Coca-Cola. Cola, that's easy. How about we give Cola a little appreciation hand? Like, did Cola do a pretty good job today being a horse? Yeah, he really can't mess it up, but you know, we'll still like it. Makes us feel good. All right, you guys, thank you. I'll hang out here if you want to talk or chat. Like, I'm not going home till tomorrow. So, thank you guys. Thank you for your questions. All right. Yes. Scan. I don't know where it went. There's an image. Oh, let me cluck. Nope. I don't know if it's gonna work. We got a booth over there. But,
I think I creepily Googled you anyways.
do that if you.
West Taylor horsemanship.
Yep, wildwesttaylor.com.
West Taylor. Okay, yeah. I was already Googling.
So you can go to the discovery or book an appointment with me, and that'll schedule a time we can jump on a Zoom call and talk about stuff and see what might work if you want to.
I briefly heard you yesterday, and I heard you say online. I was like, how does that work?
Oh,
so that makes sense with you doing the
it's
Zoom stuff.
it's really impressive how well it works. I am blown away at how well it works.
Just recording yourself in general, because I think I'm doing really good, and then I'll do that sometimes. Like, I suck.
That's my clients when they go to send the video in, like 30 minutes before our appointment, they're like, "Oh, the video's really terrible. I don't even want to send it in. I did horrible." I'm like, "That's exactly what I want to see.
Yeah.
You're not doing this to look good. I do not want to see perfection.
Right.
I want to see it not work.
Sure.
So show me it not working."
Yeah.
You got that?
Yeah, it was good.